Hello everyone, this is Chris with Sticker Fab. Today we are going to be looking at the Oracle LED cargo light module for the 2021 and up Ford Bronco. Now this is for vehicles with the factory hardtop because what they do is replace the windshield wiper motor cover with their product, and it gives you push button extra lighting for your vehicle. Depending on your configuration, your panels may look different. Right in here, our soft top has a little access panel right by the hardware here. Now, vehicles that come with the actual hardtop, I'm not sure if your panels look different in your four-door, but ultimately, we are going to do an install to where you're not just plugging this into the front right here. We are going to offer an optional kit so that you can get back here, tap into those wires, you can insert the cigarette lighter plug in another cigarette lighter, tape it all up back here, and then you will still have access to this plug right here. So what we did to start is this trim wrapped around this roll bar. So I gave that a little tug and was able to get this guy out, and then just firm little pops ultimately let me get this out. So in general, to get this installed, all you need is the Oracle kit, which comes with hardware. You will need a ratchet or socket, ratchet socket combo, or screwdriver with a 10mm socket. Optionally, we have our kit, which will be a cigarette lighter plug. It will have some little connectors on the end, so you will want to cut those off and strip them, and then they will come with these Positaps. Alright, so I'm going to prepare this side first. Like I said, we already pulled this panel out. I'm going to unclip the connector that goes into the back of the cigarette lighter. Like I said, you do have to use wire strippers. Cut off the ends that come along with this and then strip them. Let's make sure we get enough wire. And then Positaps are pretty easy to use. Let's twist this up nice and tight. So on the end that goes over the actual wires, take this guy off, put it over the wire. Let's move it back just a little bit, and then we twist it back down. The white is going to be the positive in this application. Stick the wire we want to connect in there and twist down. And then we're going to repeat it for the negative wire. Let's plug this back in and test this setup real quick. Take your Oracle light, plug it in. Let's turn on the accessory power to the vehicle. Alright, so you'll see right here, you get that red dot, and then your light lights up. Ultimately, when we're done, we can slip this all back behind there. Let's unplug it for now so we can get it actually installed in the location where it's supposed to be. Alright, kind of similar to the other plastic panels, we're just going to give it a firm tug. did break this one little clip. It didn't release very easily from there. Let's use our socket. You can see that it mounts like this. So we need to use this one and this one. So we're only taking 2 out of the, looks like 3 out, so it won't actually hit us in the face once these get loose. This same slot that has a little place for the factory wiring, you also want to run your wire back out through there. It comes with a washer and a nylon nut. So to get these in, I'm actually going to tilt it down, or the nut will fall back into our deep socket. Alright, so I was having some issues with the deep socket. I actually went to a normal screwdriver or bit screwdriver, put a standard 10mm socket on there, and then I took a little painter's tape and I pushed the nut through so it wouldn't fall down into the socket. I guess you could still do this with the deep socket. So I have it embedded in there. And then I have the washer. I kind of just get the edges of the washer with the tape, trying to keep the whole thing aligned. Like that. Then I took that and carefully inserted it into the hole, making sure that it goes over that stud, and crank down a little bit. They do mention that you don't have to really crank down hard. If you do, you might bow out the plastic here. So then they have these little pieces that go in here, and they're loose, so they give you these little 3M bits to put on the side. Maybe put one on each side and then shove it back into that hole. So I put the dots on there, took off the covers. Cap off that hole. Repeat it for the other hole. And then we start using these wire guides to neatly go around the side of the rear glass and into the cargo area. They also have this little protector on the back of the adhesive. I'm going to put the first one kind of close to the casing. Now you don't want to really put any of these on the actual hardtop in case you remove the hardtop sill. Be sure to make sure that all of these areas are clean. We'll probably put one, let's see. I wouldn't mind doing a, let's see how this is. Take that twist tie that came with the wire originally and install it around this shock, hood strut, rear glass strut. That works pretty well. Alright, so depending on how often you remove your hardtop, this will be a decision for you. You can just stick it in this socket and put it back there, or you can tape these together. In case we do take this top off, actually no, we need to get some vinyl roll bar protectors done for this, so I will have to take this off for the first time sometime soon. When you're happy with the location, pop this back in. Put this little piece back in. Alright, so we pushed all the fasteners back in, and the socket is right here, so if we take the hardtop off and we want to get to it, we'll just kind of pull this back area off. Now, things to stay cognizant of when you're reinstalling this is that there's not a lot of room for that socket combination in this area, so you're going to have to find the area that works right for you. We have ours right around this area, and then we were able to get all the fasteners back in. We have the wire routed all the way around, and now we test our cargo light, and it works. Alright, so it is completely super late and past my bedtime. I came back out to the vehicle because my daughter's going to take this to her first day driving to school tomorrow. So I want to get out here early. She's probably going to leave around 6:30 to pick up her friend. What I realized when I was coming out here to get those pictures is that this won't have power when you need it the most. So when you come out here and you're trying to load cargo and whatnot, your cigarette lighter plug will not be working unless you have accessory power, it seems. So I went back here and I wired it as such. There's a yellow wire on the outside of the connector that goes to this cargo light, and I put the positive wire on that. And then on the very opposite side, there is a ground wire. So there's actually 3 wires in this. Yellow, and then 2 dark ones. Yellow being the positive again, and then the outer one being the ground that I used. And now I actually have the option to use this whenever I want. For a god honest second there, I was worried that this was constant power in here somehow, but after the vehicle was off for a few seconds, maybe 90 seconds or so, the cargo light finally did cut off. And when it cuts back on, it's not going to cut on automatically. You will have to use that little button right at the top. I think this is going to work better for me because I want to be able to use this light when I'm loading cargo in here. When I'm getting groceries late at night, I can't see it all. However, you can see there is tons of light beaming off of this. It really does the trick. Thank you guys for all your support. Check this out. We will have pictures of it in the dark on our website. Please like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you haven't yet, hit that bell notification icon for the latest and greatest things we are coming out with for the 2021 and up Ford Bronco.